Amidst the tranquil valleys of Nepal, the advent of the full moon signaled preparations for an auspicious day. This day was not just any ordinary day for the citizens of Lumbini, it was Buddha Jayanti, the celebration of the birth, enlightenment, and passing of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, all of which are said to have taken place under the full moon. The air buzzed with fervent energy as the entire town bustled to honor the enlightened one in the most reverent and grand way possible. Grandmothers meticulously prepared the traditional sweets while children ran around, shouting gleeful recitations of Siddhartha's journey toward enlightenment. Little Amar, a curious 7-year-old with a penchant for stories, clung to his grandmother's sari as they walked towards the sacred gardens where the main celebrations took place. He marveled at the large crowds, the colorful lanterns, and the array of fragrant flowers that were offered. Each step he took was accompanied by the sound of solemn chants and the rhythmic beating of temple drums. Amar's grandmother was a repository of ancient tales and spiritual anecdotes. Today, as they approached the grand statue of Buddha, she began to narrate his story. Little one, Siddhartha was born a prince but renounced his royal life in search of truth and enlightenment. He traveled far and wide, meditating under the Bodhi tree until he attained nirvana, she narrated, her voice tinged with veneration. Amar listened intently, his eyes wide with wonder. The story of Siddhartha's transformation from a sheltered prince to an enlightened teacher filled him with awe. Grand processions began with monks from various monasteries walking in rhythmic steps, carrying candles and lotuses, reciting sacred sutras. The atmosphere was thick with the scent of incense and reverence. Each monastery had a different aspect of Buddha's life to commemorate. Amar's favorite was the storytelling by monks from the Mahabodhi monastery. They depicted the Buddha's decision to share his wisdom with the world, his first sermon at Sarnath where he taught about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. As the night deepened, the gardens were bathed in the ethereal glow of countless lanterns releasing into the sky, symbolizing the hope and light the Buddha brought into the world. Amar's grandmother lit a small lantern, handed it to him, and they both released it together. Amar made a silent wish, to understand and live by the wisdom of the Buddha. The closing ceremony of the celebrations was both grand and solemn. It was time for the ritual of bathing the Buddha, where everyone participated by pouring scented water over a small statue of Buddha, symbolizing purification and the cleansing of one's soul. As Amar and his grandmother took their turn, he felt an inexplicable sense of peace washing over him. Buddha Jayanti was not just a day of festivity, it was a day of spiritual renewal for the people of Lumbini. The chants, the lanterns, the rituals, all imbued them with a sense of purpose and a reminder of Buddha's eternal teachings of compassion, wisdom, and peace. And as the full moon illuminated the sacred gardens, Amar felt that he, too, was on his path to discovering his own inner light.